I am delighted to be here this morning with Kevin Rocio. Kevin, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I've enjoyed seeing you over the years. I respect you. I think you're just a dynamic guy, a personable guy, and positive. And want to have a conversation about the commercial real estate front and what you're seeing out there. And also, I learned recently that you are a franchise owner of Kilwins.
Yes.
Love fudge and chocolate here in the country. So we'll talk about that a little bit too. But let's talk about commercial real estate and what you're seeing going on out there now.
So it's interesting. I specialize in multifamily housing, 5 units or larger. And the buyers are still looking and still shopping, but they're hesitant to pull the trigger. And it's been interesting. There's a pent up demand that I think once we can get out and start taking them to show the buildings, I think we're going to have a bang up year. But right now, because people are out of work, so the fear is they won't be able to pay their rent, and then you'll have a problem with the building. So they want to make sure that at least we're moving back in the right direction. It's crazy. I had one person drive here from Detroit just to tour the buildings from the exterior.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
huh.
yeah. And then he put his offers in contingent upon viewing.
We're getting around it. Are we able, I thought end of May, we were allowed to show buildings that were occupied by tenants. Is that not the case?
You are, but you have to get consent.
Got it.
Written consent. And so this was in May when he came out. He drove out mid-May, so we couldn't show it at that time. So he put his offer in. It's contingent. When we do the appraisal is when he'll be able to tour the building. And so it's just been an interesting, basically we're doing 1 or 2 extra steps in order to get the process done.
Got it.
That makes sense.
Yeah. No, we're all kind of navigating that. I will say we've spoken a lot about on the residential front. Things are really opening up. It's quite busy, really, at most price segments and property types. If you are turnkey, you are good to go. But buyers are coming back out a lot more. There's a lot more virtual maybe a month ago. We are now having majority of in-person showings. So a lot of activity. This is going to be a busy summer for us, I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Which is great. So you represent investors who own the properties, and you work with buyers. You're working on both fronts.
And then I also work with residential condo boards to do condo deconversions.
So what's happening in that space?
That hasn't slowed down. A few aldermans passed an ordinance so that you have to have 85% vote as opposed to 75%. It hasn't slowed things down. Everybody that's doing them are pretty active. I'm pretty active myself right now.
So you invest too.
Yeah. So it's like I said, we're pivoting because we have to do a couple extra steps in the process. But I think in the end, we'll look back on this year and it'll be a pretty good year.
I think it will when you're talking about multifamily. Retail, different. Retail is a whole different beast. And I've spoken with restaurant owners and people specialize in that space, and that's going to be interesting to see. I know I'm excited. I'm going out this evening. It's like out of prison, going out and friends sitting outside or standing outside at a restaurant bar, which it's exciting to see that type of life.
Absolutely.
And I think it impacts positively every aspect of what we do. People feeling comfortable and engaging again.
Absolutely.
So let's talk chocolate. You informed me the other day, and I didn't know this, that you were an owner-operator of a couple of Kilwins. What stores do you own?
So we own Kilwins Navy Pier, which will be opening by the 4th of July. We own Kilwins at 310 South Michigan, and then Kilwins Hyde Park at 5226 South Harper. And so during this COVID pandemic, we had to close the Michigan Avenue store because of no foot traffic. Hyde Park, we did curbside. So that's how we were able to sustain it. And then we did promotional pieces through Instagram and Facebook. And our Mother's Day online orders were the busiest. We did more of that this Mother's Day than we've ever done. And I think it was not so much that it was Kilwins. I think people just didn't have a lot of choices. If that makes sense.
But hey, take opportunity, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Opportunity, which is what we're doing now. So what are your plans going forward with Kilwins? As you start opening up the stores themselves, what do you see? Are you going to be expanding the menu, or are you just?
No, we're going to continue. You know, I think once we open Navy Pier, we'll be done. So we just operate 3, and then somebody else just opened one in Wrigleyville, and then there'll be one on Milwaukee Avenue, and I forget what the third one is going to be. So so we'll be pretty much saturated in the city, and we have the highest grossing Kilwins in Illinois. So.
Really? Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
And we're, online business, there's an online component, or is it just you order and you go to the store and pick up?
You can walk in the store, or you can do online. We just for Mother's Day, we shipped to Colombia.
Really?
Which was the first time, and it was funny. It was $100 box. It was $47 to pack it and $67 to ship it. Crazy.
Yeah, well, people, necessity sometimes creates those opportunities. So
yep.
What are you doing in terms of your business going forward, or what are you looking for in terms of the rest of the year?
So we're going to try to offer closing gifts for realtors. Okay. $25, $50, $75, and $100 boxes, and have them pre-done, and then we'll drop them, wherever they want us to deliver them. We do a lot of corporate already. And so that's one of the things I'm going to work on for this year.
It makes a lot of sense. I've given chocolate quite a bit from Vosges, just being in Lincoln Park and that connection. So I'll definitely look into Kilwins, and everyone loves chocolate. And it's a nice thing to receive. It's a nice gesture and a good price point parity. So very good. So I know I want to be mindful of your time and your days. I know you are quite busy yourself, but kind of ending here, what can people who want to support small business and support your commercial business, what are you looking for? How can we help you?
So I would say for not only Kilwins, but I would say shop local. Absolutely. Right now, all the small businesses need cash. And whether you buy a gift card or gift certificate now, they can take that cash immediately to cover bills, and you can take your time and use them. But I think shop local, it's going to be more important to support small businesses more this time than ever before. Usually it's a Saturday after Thanksgiving, but I think we need to do it 365 days a year.
I couldn't agree more. Absolutely. So we'll have your contact information at the end of this interview, and I certainly appreciate you taking a few minutes this morning to speak with me.
Oh, thank you. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, I hope the rest of your year is just fantastic.
Thank you. All right. Talk to you soon.
Sounds great. Okay.
Bye now.
Take care. Bye-bye.